awning bracket version 2, which I believe version 2 simply is just their next revision. I believe they changed some things on it. Instead of using some stock extrusion parts, they started doing their custom parts. I believe the mount itself is also custom. So here, we'll show you. I went with the 12-inch mounting arms. I wasn't sure how long I would need. I have a full, I wasn't sure if I needed to go any longer than 12-inch. From what I was reading, from the sounds of it, 12 to 14 is usually should be okay. But this is the Xtrusion Overland awning brackets. So basically, this allows me to mount my TopOak awning directly on the bed rack. So I don't have to do it on the. I have to mount the awning to the tent. And these are all the bolts. Wow, this is okay. So this is pretty nice. So these are basically going to go on directly onto the extrusion, right? So I can show you here. So right here, like these will basically go here, right, onto the side, and then you're gonna have this here, right? And so that's the only thing is I don't know. Like it probably should be like this. Which does that mean it needed to be down here and it needed to be? I'm not sure, but we're gonna make it work. So I see some people have their brackets mounted like way out here and way up to the side of the tent. I don't know how high the awning needs to be. To me, if the awning is like here, like even if it's just under the tent, if it's right here, I still think that's going to be high enough for me. Yeah, because I don't have another option really. I mean, the other option is to mount the tent directly to the rooftop tent, or mount the awning directly to the rooftop tent. They have some brackets that you can buy, or they have another thing you can mount directly here. Now we're gonna figure this out. We're gonna do it together. But what I need to do in order for us to do this is I got to get the wife's Jeep out of the garage, and I got to move my Jeep into the other side because the awning is going to be on the driver's side. The street sweeper guys are still out there. They're still out and about. Okay, so we have the side that I'm putting the awning on, right? My issue is that I definitely feel it, right? That it probably needs to be taller, but my XTR1 is probably not wide enough for these brackets to work the way that they need to work. So we're going to see what we can do to get by. We're just going to see. It might work okay because remember, while the brackets themselves are not going to be able to go up past the rooftop tent, as long as the brackets are flush, and then the awning is actually going to be sitting on the outside of that bar, so it might slide up past. So we're going to see. We might be okay. Here's a quick test. So, new experience. The new weight of the aluminum trailgate has caused my tailgate to now kind of fall down, a lot more aggressively than a nice hydraulic opening. So, just FYI, I added weight to it, and it must have been like spot on with the weight before stock, and now that I added that aluminum table to it, it's now kind of just coming down. So keep that in mind. Okay, so I am going to try the 12-inch first. We're gonna put the 12-inch on first, see how it goes, and we'll go from there. I'm going to get rid of these Rotopacks. A lot of things are going to be changed and adjusted today. So something I did here, I did this a bit ago. So this is what is used to hold my XTR cross brace on, right? On this side here, it has one, it's just on the other side of it. I moved this to this side so that way I could fit all of this stuff on. I gotta move this to the other side now. Not a huge deal. Actually, if I keep that there, if I keep it there, it might work. It's just gonna force me to use these, the longer ones. Which may be okay. Oh man, this, I feel as though this awning bracket was not meant, or this rooftop tent was meant to sit higher somehow, but I mean it's up off, it's, I don't know. We're gonna do a lot of fitment here today. Right, so these are the support brackets, right? Oh man, okay, they just fit. They're just clearing. Okay. I feel like that's okay. That works. They were nice, and they gave us 4 of these L brackets. Now this is what actually is going to attach the tent to the awning mount. I'm going to bring you guys over to my workbench area for now, so we can sort through things. So right now we've got our 12-inch extrusion. I've got 15-inch extrusion. I've got these brackets. We've got all of our brackets here. And what I'm doing now is I'm sorting. We got this. I'm assuming these are to mount the. These are a lot more sturdier than these. I'm not sure which ones are for which, so I'm just going to sort through these real quick. Okay, so we have 12 and then we have 16. Obviously, there's a difference. And in order to figure out that difference, I'm going to go to the actual instructions, which are online. First things first, I've got to remove. I'm going to put this back on the other side. So I'll be right back once this is done. That's where I wanted it. I wanted it to be like nice and actual level, right? So it's actually level here, and it's about halfway between. I'm hoping that works. These, I might actually have to turn these sideways. The Rotopacks might actually have to go sideways to allow clearance for the rooftop tent. We will find out. Okay, so what we're doing is we're putting these, mounting them to holes, right? That's it. Just throwing them in there. And now, not sure, like I said, I'm not sure how far these need to be down versus up. Yeah, it's definitely you're gonna have to figure that out before you put everything in here. You're gonna figure out how tall it needs to be, which sucks because I'm dropping everything today. I'm a trial and error kind of guy, and this is gonna take up a lot of time to trial and error it. Not something I'm gonna have a lot of fun doing. So I'm gonna try to. We gotta figure it out, right? My brain's like right now going, doing all the brain things. Right, and all the brain things meaning like I'm trying to think right now of the best way to get all this stuff mounted and measured so that it ends up exactly where I want it to be. Let's top one first, then we'll lift it up, do the other one. So now that these are in, the next thing to do is the next thing I'm gonna have to do is get the top brackets in. Right, these brackets are supposed to sit like this, basically. But I don't see how that's really gonna work. Like I feel like it has to be down and not up. Like it should be the same style basically. It's just gonna be like this, and then I'll come back here and I'll screw these in that way instead of up. Once we get these lined up. And their idea basically saying that, oh, you can have like at a 9-degree angle. I don't see how it's possible. But they're basically saying like, oh, you can, with that 9-degree angle like here, I mean, is that, I don't know, is that even straight? I guess it has to be straight. It's like right there resting up against this, right? That's what you want. And then you have this coming out here. Right, so I believe these are our options, right? You've got this on this side here. Here, I'm gonna like moving you around. On this side here, you're basically touching the rooftop tent. We don't want that. On this one here, you're just barely there, which is probably where we want to be. So we're gonna, well, at the same time, we got the 12-inch. These are 15. See if the 12 give us anything different. You know, obviously it lets us have it lower. See, like with this 10-inch, like we don't even have, I feel like what I want to do is I want to put these, like I'm going to take this 10-inch, because I mean, I'm going to use the 10-inch. And I'm going to take this, I'm going to basically put it in at the highest possible point I can to get them flush, because this is basically how it's going to look. This is how it's going to have to be. We're not going to be able to do this. There's just not going to be enough room, because we can't get, I can't get, let's see, where's my extrusion stop? Right here. No, see, I can't. Yeah, we're at 9 degrees. We can't get to we can't get up past the tent. So we're gonna get it set up, and we're gonna see how it goes. But I can get these. I can do these first. Yeah, button head cap screw. Oh, okay. So it wants me to use the buttons on top. Apparently, Xtrusion Overland. I don't think they have the only option, right? The only option is to have this bracket like all the way down here and just have like a super long upright. But we're gonna see what happens. We've got room on the TopOak. If I put on the bottom 2 rungs, that'd probably get us where we need to be. I think we'll be okay. So let's get these mounted. Either way, let's get this done. So then up here, we'll have these in like this, and the in those, and hopefully I've got enough room up here. No, I don't. Oh. Okay, so what I'll need to do then is the fun thing of lifting the rooftop tent while I get these brackets bolted down. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Future advice: install your awning mounting bracket before you put your rooftop tent on. That way you don't have to take your rooftop tent off, or at least unbolt it so you can lift it up to put your brackets in. Let's see. Let me go figure some things out. I'll be right back. Okay, so I took off the bolts here, holding the rooftop tent down onto the bed rack. I'm not gonna video this because I don't know what it's gonna take. Basically, gonna have to like push up on my shoulder, put it in, bolt it down, and yeah, that's not gonna be fun. So I will. I'll be back shortly. Okay. So the remainder of the install is basically doing this over and over again, right? I have this bracket is on now, right? It's attached. I'm basically going to move this up, slide this in, put these bolts in first, slide that all in, and tighten that all down. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do all this install, going to finish this up, and then I'll come back once we're ready to try to put the awning up on there, which I don't know if I'll be able to do by myself. We'll see what happens. All right, I'll be back later. Okay, I'm back, a little bit sweatier, a little bit bummed out, I think. I'm not sure what my full feelings are about it. So, awning is mounted. I got the awning brackets on the best that I could. I'll show you here. So we're mounted, and we've got the TopOak awning mounted up to it. I don't like this like single L bracket situation. So let me show you. Let me show you what's going on. Is number one. Looking at the way that this is, I might redo it because if I move my rooftop tent over, like not even a quarter, like 1/8 of an inch to the right, I'll be able to. This will be able to go past my rooftop tent, and then I might then put the 15-inch extrusion here. I'm not sure yet, but the biggest issue, which I don't even think longer extrusion is going to fix, is if you look here at this L bracket, watch, it'll, if I pull it and push it, right, as this thing, here, let me go like this, right, so you can basically move this whole thing from being straight to being angled towards the ground. And the issue with that is that once you have that awning open, there's so much leverage on the outside that it just instantly pushes that down. I can't get those little button heads. I can't get those bolts. Like they're tightened down as much as they're going to tighten down. They're not going to tighten down anymore. And it's still moving. I don't like the design, and I have to try to figure something else out long term. I have to figure something else out long term. Would I have purchased this awning mounting kit again? Maybe. I'm not sure, because the one thing I might have to do is go get the mounting brackets that that TopOak gave me and mount them that way, or I might even buy the ones that so you can mount this thing to the side of the rooftop tent. I might go that route and just mount it right to the side of the rooftop tent and go that route. Maybe what I need to do is reach out to Xtrusion Overland and see if, did I buy what did I do wrong here? All right, I don't have the microphone on. I just have whatever this microphone is on the camera itself. In the garage, I went to the gym got everything done, I was actually editing the video, and I decided to come back out here and kind of just do like a monologue of my thoughts, because after like calming down, there was emotions because, well, I scratched up my arm pretty good trying to get the rooftop tent lifted up and get everything. Ew, hold on a second. Get everything mounted properly. And like I said, the awning bracket, right? Like the awning, instead of sitting straight like this, it's basically like this because the L brackets bend down under the weight of the rooftop or the awning. So there's some thoughts, some things that I would definitely do differently, and I'm going to say them out loud. That way, in case you are installing something like this, that you think about this before you go and like injure yourself and stuff trying to just like power through it. Number one, if I would have loosened my tent and to the point where I literally just slid it all the way to the right. So I was lifting my tent up, screwing the awning brackets down, and then lowering the tent back down. If I would have just loosened the actual brackets on, I'll show you here. Because honestly, I'm gonna have to go back through and do this anyway because I have an idea of how to fix this. So basically these, right? If I would just loosen these, all four of them on all the sides, right? Probably taking these ones off completely and just slid this whole thing over, slid this from here, right? Slid this over about, maybe a foot to this side. This would have basically opened this up so I could have had free access to it without lifting anything up. It would just slid over. And then with that over there, I could have done whatever I needed to do here. And on top of that, sorry, there's like no light here. It's super dark. On top of sliding that over, if I slide my tent over, like maybe 3 or 4 inches, it'll be like a couple inches more towards the passenger side than the driver's side. If I do that, I'll be able to actually get that awning bracket higher up, right? I'll be able to take this, the 12-inch bracket or the 12-inch extrusion, or even go over there where my extras are and take the 15-inch extrusion and put it here and have it sit actually like next to the have it more on these channels here, these T channels. Okay, have it higher up. Have this maybe the same height as my tent, and in doing that, if I go and I'll go and buy any just L brackets, steel brackets, and I can mount another channel, another T slot, another rail of that awning to the extrusion, and it'll stop that tilting, right? It'll if I have 2 points, right now it's on one, so it's tilting on that bolt. If I have 2, it won't be able to do that, right? It'll stay more still. It'll be a lot more secure. So in conclusion, if I were to do this over again, which I might redo it anyway, this is all trial and error. It's just time, right? It's my time. Yeah, my time's valuable, but if I'm learning, I know it's worth it to me. So I still may do this, which is to move that rooftop tent over to the passenger side to expose everything. I might do one bracket at a time on that rooftop tent. That way I can kind of have one side of it holding up, and then I'll put it in place, put it back in, bolt it down. Now I don't have any other L brackets or anything like that.
I might be able to find something, but what I might work on doing right now, though, is just to lift it up, get it higher, and then I'll work on having getting more brackets to make it more stable in the future. But right now, that's what I would do. Like I said, I just wanted to put this in here. I don't know where I'm going to fit this in the video. I got to do a lot of editing because there was a lot of lessons learned here. But honestly, I don't know. I hadn't really seen the Xtrusion Overland awning bracket. Like, I haven't seen YouTube videos of it. So I figured, since I'm doing it, I might as well make one, just in case someone else is out there looking to do it. It'll be like, use my mistakes and learn from me first, and then you can do it this way. So I'm going to probably edit the video and add the like after I fixed everything in this one video, because I don't want to break this up into multiple parts, because I don't want someone to watch this. I want someone to basically watch the resolution in one video. Watch the mistakes in the resolution in one video. So this might end up being like a 30-minute video. I'll break it up into chapters, and people can, browse around through it and get the points that they need. So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me. Hopefully you're learning along with me, and hopefully you're not getting as cut up as I am. Here's my mistake, right? Here's something you learn, right? With this, okay? Do not, when you have T-channels and metal on the bottom of your rooftop tent that weighs 170 some pounds, don't use your arm to lift it up at the T-channel, because that's basically what this was. This was the T-channels, the metal, just cutting into my arm while I'm holding it up, trying to bolt down. It was a dumb move. Don't do it. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I hope I didn't chase you off. Hope you learned something. Hope you enjoyed this video. At least, hopefully, it just helped waste some time. Maybe you're just looking for something to watch while you were waiting for dinner or something, and hopefully this did that for you. And there's hopefully more to come, because we're still working on it, still installing, but we are almost done, right? Awning, rooftop tent, everything is almost done at this point. I have a roof rack coming, by the way. Xtrusion Overland's roof racks came out. I bought the rear one because their tax season, tax refund, 15% off, plus another 6% off because of the launch of it. So I bought the rear. I didn't need the front because I'm in between maybe getting I might be getting the Bestop Sunrider, like the lift up Freedom panels, or even if I don't do that, sometimes I might want to just take the Freedom panels off and drive around. So I'm only getting the rear roof rack for now, and we'll have to figure out how to get that to fit with the rooftop tent hanging over. But either way, thanks for watching. I'm Shane, free to roam. This is Sam. Sam's in way better shape than I am right now, and thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys later.
All right, well, real quick, I don't let you guys go without at least showing you the awning, right? So I've got it out. It is storming. As you can see, there's some good storms off in the distance. Here, I'll walk out into the rain here. No, I hear thunder, no lightning yet, but there's the awning. It's actually working and keeping me dry. It's not terrible. It is getting loud under here now, but it's not that mounting it, the mount point is terrible. It will work for what I need it to do. And it is leaning this way, so I don't have to worry about, I don't really have to worry about water building up. I don't think. It's not leaking through right now, so yeah. Just wanted to give you a quick. There you go. It's actually functional. Comes with some ropes to tie it. And all right, I'm gonna pack up and I'm gonna get my truck back in the garage because it's storming now. Well, it's late and I've been messing around with things. Couldn't sleep, so I got up and started wrenching for a little bit. And I wanted to basically have like a little
sidebar about TopOak. So between the awning and the rooftop tent, I have to say that TopOak is great at what they provide you, what's included besides just the tent and the awning. So not only do you get everything you need to tie down the awning to the ground if it's windy, you get the power for the lights, right? So you can light things up, light the awning up. That basically plugs into a cigarette lighter port and has a little switch and a way to change the lights on it. But I want to show you something that I didn't even realize I had it. I was just looking through the boxes of stuff that I had. They give you a hammer. Like, it's not the best built hammer in the world, but they give it to you for pounding your stakes into the ground. And they give you bags of bolts and nuts and T-slots, things that fit in basically like I forget what they're like, M10s or T10s or T8s. Like, they basically give you every possible option you could need to mount this awning, mount this tent. It's incredible. So, if you go with TopOak, even though you're spending, it's like, I guess technically it would be considered a budget tent because it's not a $3,500 tent. It's a $1,700 tent or a $1,900 tent. Don't they throw so much hardware at you. Like I have so many of these 13mm ratcheting wrenches, like not just wrenches, ratcheting wrenches, because they throw them in like with every component that they give you. Every box has a ratcheting wrench in it for 13mm. So I just wanted to say that, like, little quick review there, my experience so far with TopOak. Now, what I wanted to show is, granted, it's like 3 a.m., so it's really late, but I couldn't get comfortable. It's rainy, it's windy because the temperature's changing from like 80 degrees today to like 35 degrees and snow, so it's crazy out. But I wanted to show this to you. Let me turn the fan off. Let me turn the fan off so you can actually hear me. I fixed everything as far as the awning goes. The awning is mounted exactly how I need it to be now. So I fixed it, right? I moved this bracket up. I moved it up to get this higher, to get this mounted higher up on the T-channels here. What I ended up doing was moving the tent over about 2 inches. I'm running a fan right here because there's just everything back here is soaking wet, so I'm just running this fan to let it air dry. But everything is fixed. I feel so much better. This has been ooh, there we go. This has been a roller coaster of a day, as far as emotions goes. I was at one point, I'm blaming Xtrusion Overland for their awning not working the way I expected it to with the Gladiator bed rack, because the Gladiator bed rack is at 9-degree angle. It's narrower, but it was all 100% a user issue. It was my issue. There was no issue with TopOak's rooftop tent. There was no issue with TopOak's awning. There was no issue with Xtrusion Overland's awning mounting bracket V2. It was all me. And once I actually sat down, cleared my brain from going crazy, excitement to installing everything. Once I sat down and thought about it and actually started going through, looking at the components, thinking about what I needed to do to fix it, it really was like, it hit me just like that. And I was like, oh, I moved the tent over to give the brackets the uprights room, right? And I'm like, in my mind, I was so focused on the tent needs to be center on the bed rack, but it doesn't. It doesn't. 2 inches to the right, it's not going to cause my Jeep to tip over, right? Because I have 85 pounds on the driver's side because of the tent. So because of the awning, right? The awning's now driver's side, so that's 85 pounds on the driver's side. Well, now I shifted the rooftop tent 2 inches to the right. That might be 85 pounds there to balance it out. So
I have to like basically, I'll figure this out at some point. This might even just be a voiceover. But yeah, everything. Maybe this will be the intro. That everything you're about to watch, understand it was emotions. I just wasn't thinking clearly, and I got it all fixed, and I am super happy with this. Like, I took it out in the driveway. It was too dark to film it because I don't know how to do low light with this. I took it out in the driveway after dark. There was a break in the rain. I took it out there. I opened the whole thing up. I lit it up with got the lights going. It's amazing. I'm super happy with it. So the only thing left to do, there's another video that I'm going to be coming out with. Putting these brackets up on the rooftop tent and hopefully installing solar panels on the rooftop. My goal is to get 400 watts of solar up there. Hopefully my measurements worked out right. If not, I might just have to see if somebody wants to buy some solar panels off me or figure out another way of making them fit. But solar panels, I wanted to throw those on there. That way, you know, I don't have to turn my Jeep on every time I want to charge my B300K, because that is one thing about the Charger 2 and the B300K is the B300K, there's no way of plugging in AC into it. You can't AC charge it. And I don't have an Apex 300 or an AC 280 or anything like that I can plug the B300K into that will accept AC for charging. So my only option is to turn my Jeep on when I need to charge my B300K, or use solar. When I have a briefcase solar panel that is, I have to take it out, open it up, close it up, put it, you know, and if the sun's not out, it doesn't help me. So if I can get these panels up on the roof and then basically just park my Jeep outside on a sunny day, and it'll just charge based on where the sun's at. That's my goal, to basically have solar plus Charger 2, right? Solar plus alternator to keep this B300K powered up and charged up. So that'll be the next video after this one. I have to figure out how to finish. I have to figure out how to edit this and make it nice, because it is like, this literally looks like a bipolar person. Like, I'm all over the place with this install. So I'll try to chop it up. I'll try to make it make sense. Hopefully it's entertaining, because yeah, it's like a 40-year-old man throwing little fits because he's mad that his awning didn't fit properly, you know. But then he fixed it. So yeah, so next this video will come out, and then me installing the solar panels will come out, testing the solar panels and everything else, and then we do the gear shakedown, and we're gonna head out. In between gear shakedown and heading out, I am gonna get the oil changed on the Gladiator. It'll be the first oil change. I'm at like 3,000 miles. New engine, 3,000 miles. Time to throw some new oil in there. So when we do the shakedown, I have an idea of what tools I need to bring with me, as far as sockets and socket sizes, wrenches, you know, things like that. Typical sizes that I might need for something that might need repair out in the field. So I'll have some tools, and we'll do the shakedown to show what I have for camping, what I have for cooking, and what I have for recovery and repairs. We'll do that shakedown, and then we'll head out. One thing I did see is a local Facebook group here, right? Because I'm in Southwest PA. It's the Pittsburgh Overlanders. So I got to give them a shout out. Pittsburgh Overlanders Facebook group. A gentleman on there has basically created what he calls the Laurel Highlands backcountry discovery route, and I think I'm gonna get his GPX files to put it in Onyx, and I think we're gonna run it. As far as camping goes, that's it's Pennsylvania. There's really no dispersed camping, but there might be something that I can do. If not, we're just gonna ride it and video it and show you guys the Laurel Highlands of Pennsylvania. So yeah, that'll come too. So Laurel Highlands backcountry discovery route. Just found out about it today and kind of excited about it. But then there's always Canaan Valley. The issue with Canaan Valley, I wanted to go the last weekend in March. It's still going to be freezing down there, but I think we're still going to do it. I got a diesel heater now, so
I'm not scared. All right, catch you guys later. I'm in a much better mood. It's 3:15, 3:16 in the morning. I don't know why I have this much energy. It makes no sense. Might be crazy, but I'll catch you guys in the next one.